Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to yet another video. This one might be a little controversial. I know that there's going to get some hate on this. It's fine. This isn't mine. It's actually on loan and actually been in my closet for quite some time. I believe this was released in 2016, maybe 17. And this is going to be the Daiban Metal Build Strike Freedom Master Grade 1/100 scale. Now I keep forgetting that this is in the closet, and it wasn't until I ended up doing the Judge Gundam that I remembered this was in there, and I've never actually put it on film. So what we're going to end up doing is going through everything that comes in the box. I'm not even going to show the box because there's really nothing to it. It's cardboard with a black slip cover, but we're going to end up going over it and taking a look at everything that ends up coming inside. I'll show you how the runners look, and then we will close out the video. So without further ado, let's jump down to the table and take a look. All right, so first off, I have to say there's going to be a lot of stuff because this is a really big box, but we'll go over all the individual stuff that comes in here. First, you get an instruction manual. You do not get the Ziploc baggie. I put everything in the Ziploc baggie because they were just kind of loose in the packaging. So you do get stickers, you do get water slides. We'll take a closer look at these a little bit later, but you do get wing effect parts. You get the metal frame. You do get 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe this is a base, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm kind of curious why Daiban has better gold plating than Bandai. Just saying. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 baggies. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as usual, crack these all out, put them in order, and then we'll take a look at everything. All right, so here we are, having everything opened up and unwrapped. Let's go through it. First up, you have the instruction manual, just kind of plain paper stock. It's nothing special, but then again, it's not super glossy, so it should film okay. You get almost all of the information is in English. You get some poses, some information about the different weapons. You get all the runner layouts. You get beginning of the build where everything gets snapped onto the frame. Pages 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, 17 and 18, which is going to be how you end up attaching the wing effect parts and then all of the other effects that end up going onto the base. 19 and 20, beam gun effects, where to put your decals. 21, 22 is just going to show you some of the frame, some of the effects, how you can end up displaying with all of the effect parts, which I think are freaking fantastic. And then you get a back shot. So you do get this, which is number 39 and 40. These are decals. They are in a metallic black and they are in that foil style. You do get another foil sheet, and yes, it is a very shiny. I do find it kind of curious. They cut out whatever this was down here. Almost looks like it was supposed to be these parts, but knowing Daiban, this is literally just a copy of the Bandai sheet. And though it's super bright, you do get a sheet of water slides. Again, kind of curious. They cut the Bandai decal out of the sheets. I really tried to turn down the ISO on here. You do get one more sheet of water slide decals, and these are all in metallic. They look really freaking good though. I'm not sure if this came with the original Bandai or not, but yeah, they look really good. All right, starting off, taking a look at the frame here, and it looks good. It's nice, it's shiny. There is a little bit of play in the joints here. They have pre-stuck on some of the armor pieces, like right here, which are loose on there, and I think they had to do that to be able to get it together because these joints, much like the Judge, are already pre-glued. Though I mean, technically they didn't have to do it that way. As far as range of motion, you get up, down, you get a full twist. You get twist up here at the arm. These elbow joints are super freaking tight. Like these elbow joints, they are super freaking tight. Like, this part's a little bit loose. There is a screw here. There is a screw in here. And I think maybe loosening that a little bit may free up that joint. But that is so tight. You do get some movement up here. And this is where the hands go. Not really that much side to side movement on there. You get some up and down. As far as up here, you get some movement right here. I'm not exactly sure why this has a spring-loaded section in here. Maybe we'll find that out later on, but you get some motion here. Right up in here, you get some motion, or supposed to. You're supposed to get some motion up in here in this joint, but it's not moving at all. You do get a little side to side, and I think if you wiggled it, you could get more out of it. But I would be cautious about that. Like, these joints are so freaking tight. I realize that they're supposed to be stable, but and this is a band kit, so I mean, it is what it is. It's not a Bandai kit, but these joints are so freaking tight. I almost would have preferred to have a regular frame. Well, the one thing is it should stand on its own. Knees, that's about as far as I can get it to go. And then you have this lower section, which I've already put the plastic pieces on. I mean, you can get that to go. Those are super tight. The one thing that they should have made tight and they didn't is the ankles. You get some motion on there. You get a little bit of toe movement, but not much. All in all, I think maybe if you go through and you loosen and adjust the joints that way, I think maybe it will end up working out for you. But as it is, things are just way too freaking tight to be able to put in any kind of dynamic pose. Now, next up, we're going to take a look at these pieces. These come in a clamshell. There is 2 of each of these. These are the wing effect parts, and I do think that they look pretty freaking nice. I don't know how they're going to end up fitting in the kit, but that nice rainbow effect, you've got, it just looks really good. So I got to give them credit with that. All right, so first, before we end up getting into the runners themselves, let me say this. They have tags on each of these with the runner labels, like this one's A, but this one's A as well. And there's a lot of these that are really freaking weird, like how they ended up doing them. There's not even going through doing the separations of everything. There's not a section like all the bases at the end, like with normal. No, you've got chunks of the base display stand stuck in the middle, like runner J. But taking a look here, this is runner A, and this is going to be in that gold. The coating seems to be very nice. It's uniform between the front and the back. You do get a little warpage with the frame, but I mean, it's only in this section over here. The other runner A, this is going to be in a actual light gray color. The details are kind of soft on here. There's not really texture on the surface of the pieces, but it's not super clean crisp. You only get one runner B, and this is going to be a little itty bitty runner, and these are just 2 black parts. I think this is for the chest. All right, in this runner C, you're going to get 2 of these. They are identical, and like I said, the gold color does look very good on here. So this runner C, again in that gold, they do kind of have the colors grouped together, so that part I can kind of understand. C1, you're going to have this gold, and then you're going to have C11, which is just duplicate of these parts except for these joints down here. Runner C2, this is going to be in a darker gray. I would say call this a medium gray. Again, the details aren't bad, but it's kind of soft. It looks weird. Runner D, this is going to be skirt pieces, and let me show you in this camera, if it'll pick it up. You can kind of see the details, like it's not perfect, it's not crisp. You can kind of see that waviness and that funkiness in the plastic, and that's what you're going to end up getting with the band kits. Runner D, it's not going to show up real well, but this is in a deep blue. Not quite black, but a deep blue. Panel lines are okay, but like I said, some of the surface details, like the edges and stuff, are soft. Runner E1, this is going to be in that same color. And this is going to be chest pieces, mostly chest pieces, and I think some feet pieces over here. Runner E2, this is going to be for backpack pieces. Runner F, there is 2 of. These are going to be backpack pieces on here for the wings. Runner G, this is not in, I would not call this a white. Like, I don't consider this a white. It may show as a white on the camera, but I consider this an off-white. So you have these, and I think this is pieces for the base. And I don't know if I can catch it just right. But there's almost, on these bigger pieces, there's almost an orange peel effect. This runner H, again, this one's a little more white, and you've got skirt pieces, you've got a bunch of different pieces. You do have that, again, softness. I am seeing a little bit of waviness in the plastic on here. Not the greatest casting color quality. Runner H1 in that white, and it looks like you have more armor pieces and stuff. The panel lines are okay, but again, all these edges and all these surface details, it just looks soft. Runner I is going to be in white. Got more armor pieces on here. Head pieces, chest, armor pieces, back of the hands. With Runner K, these are part of the cool effect parts. This is a clear yellow with gold fleck in it, and I actually think that they look really good. I don't know how they're going to end up going together. They're really flexible, but I do like those effect parts. All right, Runner J, and I mentioned this before. This is a bigger one. I'm not going to zoom out. But so this is all the parts for the base, or the arm for the base. I actually think that this is cast better than the smaller parts. It does look sharper. I'm not seeing all the waviness and stuff in the surface details that I do on the smaller ones. You do get some orange peel effect in some of the detail though. Runner K2, this is going to be for the guns that go on the hips. Runner L1, this is going to be in a dark gray, and again, this is going... I'm kind of disappointed about, I mean, I know it's Taban. What can I expect? But I'm kind of disappointed in the surface details. Runner L2, this is going to be the clear parts for the base and for the backpack for doing all of the arms and stuff. Runner M, this is going to be weapons parts, more weapons parts. Looks like pretty much all weapons and then some vents over here. We have Runner N over here. I do see some sink marks, and again, with the soft details, very disappointing. Runner N1 is just going to be some duplicate parts from the first runner. Runner O, there are two of, and these are going to be all the clear pieces that are used for the effect parts, or the beam effect parts. And I think there's some eyes over here. They're pretty much identical except for the head pieces, clear pieces that are over here. One thing I do have to say is, unlike a lot of Chinese knockoff kits or Chinese cast kits, this doesn't have the same yellowing that I'm used to seeing, especially considering that this kit's a couple years old. Runner O, this is going to be in a gold, like polycap material. Swirls, swirls, swirls. All right, Runner P, this is going to be for the Dragoons. You get two of them, and they are in a nice blue. I do have to give them credit for that. And I'm not even going to say it again, like soft detail. Meh. Q1, this is going to be in that same blue. You get some chest pieces, bottom of the feet, which I actually think look good. I don't know why these detail pieces actually look better than the flat pieces. You would think it would be the other way around. Q2, you get your red parts, and these are in a darker red. Don't look too bad. Runner R, these are going to be a golden yellow, and I think these are all going to be joint pieces here. It's not the rest. It's not like the rest, but it's not polycap material. Runner R2, you have fluorescent effect parts. You get the bottom of the base here. Oh, did you think we were done? I'm not pulling these out of the bag, but they actually look pretty good. So you have shield effect part, shield effect part, shield effect part, shield effect part. You get two baggies totaling 10 of these effect parts. You get some really freaking warped beam sabers. Runner XA, this is going to be more beam effect part, or these are going to be more effect parts, and this is in a clear red with silver speckles in it. XB is going to be more effect parts, and this is going to be green with silver speckles. XC you get two of, and these are going to be in that yellow again with gold or silver speckles. I can't tell, but it looks like silver speckles in here. And that's it, boys and girls. That is a lot of stuff that comes in the kit. Now, let me say this. I said it in the beginning, and I'll say it again. This is not mine. It was sent over for me to do an unboxing and possible build if I wanted to quite some time ago, and it's been sitting in a pile in the closet, and I'm trying to get through a bunch of these so I can send them back to their owner. I do appreciate my best friend John sending this over. I personally don't want to build this. I haven't looked up to see what the original cost of the metal build is. I'm pretty sure it's a couple $100. I did some poking around and like on Ollie or on Banggood and AliExpress and a couple of other sites. This is still available, and it's about $64, not counting shipping. If you're so inclined, if you're a masochist and you want to, clean up all the surface details and level them all out. I think that's probably my biggest gripe about it, is that there was a bunch of like orange peel effect, and like corners and some of the stuff was soft. If you want a long project that you can just sit and do yourself, and clean up all the details and make it crisp and clean, for $60 plus shipping. I mean, you can't go too bad with that. But again, it's up to you. In this case, if you're wanting something crisp and clean, I would probably go and spend the extra money, if you can even get it, of getting the Bandai metal build. I haven't ever had a metal build as far as from Bandai, but I'm assuming it can't be worse than this, and it has to be better because, well, the band copied this one. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. I love each and every one of you. Like I said, I'm trying to crank out a bunch of the storage that's in the closet so that I can send it back to the original owner. Thank you, John, for loaning me all these kits to choose if I want to do builds, and thank you, Leon, for making me get off my ass and finally do at least the unboxings for all of these. Some of them I will do builds on, but a lot of them I'm just showing you and giving you my initial thought. I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me, and as usual, peace.